Please rise for the prayer pledge of allegiance. Our Father,
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Good evening, everybody. We are going to start tonight with item D, the approval of minutes. In the absence of any objections or corrections, the minutes shall stand approved from the August 3rd, 2026 regular council meeting. I'm hearing none. Those will stand approved. Item E is citizen communication. If anyone is in attendance tonight that would like to address council for any matters outside of the agenda topics, now would be the time to do so. Sir, good evening.
Good evening.
If you would, just state your name and address for the record, and then you'll have 5 minutes.
Okay. Benjamin Downey, 674 West Riverview Avenue, Napoleon, Ohio.
Thank you, sir. Floor is yours.
All right. So I'm here tonight to speak in regards to what I read in the Northwest Signal about the proposed golf course rate for the winter of $6 a round, I believe. Real quick, golf members in Napoleon golf usually around 100 rounds at least. My next door neighbor golfs 500. My son golfs 500. He's on the golf team. My son's golf membership is $50 for the year. 500 rounds he golfs in the season. That's about 10 cents a round. We're proposing that he pays $6 a round. I want you to know in the winter he's going to golf 30 to 100 times. So that would be about $600 he would have to pay in the winter. Currently, legally, there is no fee at the Napoleon Golf Course in the winter. There's an honor box with no receipt system, which means it's not a law. There's no receipt system, so it can't be honored legally. So historically, my entire life, we've golfed in Napoleon for free in the winter. So now they're implying that we're having to pay $6. Columbus offers year-round golfing, January 1st through December 31st membership. It's a $1,000 golf course membership for 6 golf courses, 5 18-hole golf courses. 2 of them are Robert Trent Jones golf courses, and one's a 9-hole golf course. That's $1,000. We pay $350 for a membership for me. So I'm saying, we're asking to be a little more realistic. $6 is unfortunately not, in Napoleon, not very realistic. You can buy a 10-round golf course pass for $8.50. I don't think in the winter, when the grass is not being mowed, the greens aren't being mowed, I have to take a leaf blower in my golf bag and blow off the debris from the green. We have to pick up huge branches. We pick up the trash. It's snowing. We're wearing scarves. We have winter hats on. We have winter gloves on. There's honestly 7 people that golf in the winter, other than the golf cart drivers. Now, let's address that. That's a separate issue. If we want to make money from the golf carts because they cause the damage, that's fine. Because I see them drive up the hills where they're not supposed to. We see them in the sand traps. We see them cause damage on the greens. Most golf cart damage, if we Google it, is caused by people driving golf carts. Walkers do not cause damage because they can't get away, right? In a golf cart, you can just drive away. The walkers, they're not causing the damage. We do it for exercise, and we do it for high school sport. This is my son's high school golf hat. I don't want him to not be able to golf because he has to pay $600 in the winter. The conditions are not nice. It's not even really fun. We're just golfing because we like to golf. But it is a lot of work. There's branches all over the green. There's sticks. There's leaves the size of elephant ears. You can't find your ball. And like I said, we literally take a leaf blower to clean the green off so we can putt. So all I'm asking for is a reconsideration of the price that we were looking for at the winter golf. Because like I said, currently it's technically free. Or you could say there's an honor box where people might pay $2 or something like that. But technically, right now, we're just asking that we go to like a membership pass for the winter of, I don't know, I think $50 is reasonable. I do want the city to make money off of that. But I don't think we should be paying more in the winter than we are in the summer. When the golf course is maintained, it's a beautiful golf course. We have a great greenskeeper. The grass looks awesome. It's $11, right? I just don't think that people with memberships, myself, I live a half mile away from the golf course, we shouldn't not be able to golf and then have to pay $6 to do so, when really there's not being a service provided other than the public park that's already there. No one's mowing. There's not really any expense to me, a walker. Natural golf course walking damage is going to happen. The actual issue is the golf carts. I want to advise people that, drinking in a golf cart while it's moving, an open container, that's totally illegal. The city is not allowed to sell alcohol to people in a golf cart that are driving on a golf course. It's technically a DUI. So I don't want to make inconvenient rules for the people that have always golfed to allow new rules, because golf carts 10 years ago really weren't allowed. They weren't allowed in the city. They weren't allowed to drive down the road. The biggest problem I see is they cause damage. Kids are driving their parents' golf carts, and then, like I said, the drinking. That's what we need to address. If we want to make more money, charge the $6 on top of the golf cart people, right? Not me. Charge more for beer, because the beer is too cheap at the golf course. It should be more. Generally, every golf course I've ever been, the golf course beer is expensive. That's why there's the problem of people sneaking in beer, correct? So there's ways we can make money, but it should not be the people that are walking causing no physical damage. So with one more minute, I would just like to reiterate, there's issues that we can address to create more money, but literally the 10 people that I will see walking November through March, you're not going to make any money from them, because they're not going to pay. They're just not going to go, right? We do it because it's free. The golf carts are causing damage. Let us address that issue. That's an actual criminal code. You can't cause golf course damage on purpose. It can actually become a felony. It's very expensive on the grass and the greens. And like I said, I golfed after the Napoleon football golf outing with my son. Beer cans everywhere. It's actually a crime. And I just need everyone to know that you're not allowed to drink in the parking lot, and you are not allowed to consume a sip of beer as a passenger or a driver of a golf cart while it's moving and have an open container. It's not illegal, or it's not legal, I'm sorry. The only legal place to consume a beer on a golf course is in the grass, on the golf cart path, or at the bench, or on the golf course patio. You're not allowed to consume beer in the golf cart. So that's the premise of golf carts. So I would like everyone to kind of focus on that, as we're really allowing reckless behavior, and now me, the walker, has to pay for the $10,000 golf cart to go golfing. I don't like that. So that's all my piece for tonight. So I hope you guys take that into consideration. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Benjamin. I think you raised some great points.
Thank you.
Tony, do you have anything to maybe add here?
I understand where he's coming from there, and quite frankly, the amount of private golf carts that we see at the course has caused some concern. I don't know that everybody is reckless, but what we're seeing is more of those carts on the course in the off-season, and that can pose some problems. What sparked the initiative to put in the off-season rates was the difficulty that we were experiencing in the months of March in particular, and November, when it seems like we'll get a stretch. We actually had a stretch in February where we were pushing 70 degrees and we're getting a lot of private carts out there, and the staff felt that, you know, this would be a time we could, if we could capture a little bit of revenue, yes, but we could also, you know, have them check into the golf course clubhouse. Since we're open now for simulated golf, and we're open nearly every day, the hours aren't as long as they are during the season, but we can at least check people in, you know who they are, if there's issues that arise. And the other thing too is that there are times when our superintendent deems the course not playable. And he has that right in the ordinance that he can deem it unplayable, and then we have to close. So we have the ability now to enforce a lot of that stuff. Quite frankly, we never really took into consideration somebody who walked 60 times in the winter. I didn't realize anybody would want to play golf in the winter.
It's dedication.
Yeah, it's that dedication, so I don't think there was really ever any intent to penalize anybody for that. We didn't consider memberships, but it certainly could be something that I could take back to our board if it's something that city council would like us to address.
Yeah, I really like the membership idea, Benjamin. Madam Chair, would you have anything to add here, or be interested in taking that back to committee?
I would be interested in taking it back to committee. I mean, you've made some valid points for discussion.
Awesome, thank you.
Absolutely.
Also, do you give lessons? Rounds a year.
If you're under 12, yes. Sure, my skill stops. But yeah, no, like I said, we go golfing, we got Vaseline on our face, we got a scarf around. You know, if they have the closed sign, we don't golf, right? We don't want to cause damage to the golf course. But like I said, we're picking up trash, we're picking up sticks. I bought my son 10 golf shirts for $24, $240. So it's not really the issue of paying. It's the idea that I don't think anyone knows. Like, I know people that will walk onto the golf course, play 4 holes, and then go back home. They carry 4 clubs, they golf, they go back home. It's 42 degrees. February, when it was nice, in those 10 days, my son golfed 4 times a day. So, I mean, with the math you guys are presenting, you know, we're talking about, in a week, he's gonna spend $6, 40 rounds. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I saw, and I just figured that no one knew that there was like an underground golf club.
Yeah.
My brother and uncle live in Columbus. They do this in Columbus year-round also. And they can get a year-round golf cart pass for $2,000 at all these golf courses. So there's lots of options, and I just want the city to explore, you know, we can make revenue off the couple walkers, but I really need you guys to like strike the revenue out of the people that are causing the issues.
Yep.
Well, Benjamin, we'll talk internally, and whether that goes to committee or Parks and Rec Board, we'll engage in that conversation.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you for your time.
Yep, thank you.
All right. Any other matters to come before council tonight? Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. If you would, just fill out that login sheet before you there, and then whenever you're ready, state your name and address for the record, and you'll have 5 minutes. I won't start the timer until you start talking, so.
Okay. Don't expect to take too long.
Thank you for doing that. Floor is yours.
My name is Matt Ramsey. I live on 504 Wellstead Street, just up the hill here. And I was wondering if there's something that could be done to address the feral cat population in the city. I've lived here for 20 years. And the last 5 years in particular, it's gotten bad in my neighborhood. There's 2 people down the street that put food out. And I understand, you know, they want to be compassionate, and I love cats. I have 3 indoor cats, but, I mean, I was at my computer the other day, I look out the window, and there's a cat on my front porch peeing on my porch furniture, and, you know, I feed birds, I kill birds. Sometimes I come home, there's 3 or 4 cats in my yard. And, you know, then I have to see these cats in the wintertime, you know, and they're just trying to survive, and it just makes you feel, you know, kind of heartless. And there's kittens running around everywhere. Last year I was walking my dog. It was like late October, and this little kitten's running down the middle of the street, you know, and it's gonna be freezing at night. And I knew the house where it came from, and I picked up the kitten and knocked on the door, you know, and no one answered. When I had read it in the Northwest Signal that Swanton and Waseon have started up some kind of program to address that in their communities, so I was hoping maybe we could follow suit.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Matt. Before the meeting, Councilman Weaver and I were talking about Swanton and Waseon. I know that this was a hot topic maybe 7, 8 years ago within the city. So if you don't mind, let us take it back to staff internally and see if it's something we can maybe pick Waseon or Swanton's brain on and see what they did and how we could potentially implement something like that. No promises, obviously, but it's definitely a conversation we can have. And then if you have additional feedback down the road, feel free to share that with me. I'm happy to connect with you. As long as your contact info's there, I'll shoot you an email after the meeting. And
What was it done to address it 7 or 8 years ago, anything?
at that point in time, council took no action. I think there was several ideas kind of tossed around. That was just a couple months before my time, but I know no action was taken at that point, but we can certainly revisit the conversation.
I mean, I'd be willing to pay to have the cat spayed or neutered, you know, I don't know if there's even any kind of program, discounted program for that, the Humane Society or anything like that. But,
Yeah.
and then, you know, they're not my cat, so I don't know what I can do legally, but I just.
Yeah, you read my mind. I think we'll probably have to partner with the Humane Society and see what they're open to do to help us out. But it might be a community effort. But
Yeah, I mean, I know they're probably, you know, I think they're underfunded and they probably have more cats they can handle right now. So, you know, hopefully the city could make some kind of contribution towards that.
yeah. We'll definitely have the talks, but appreciate you bringing the topic back to our attention, and we'll see what we can do.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Matt. All right. Any other matters to come before council tonight? All right. Hearing none. Thank you to those citizens who spoke tonight. We always appreciate the feedback. We will move to item F, reports from council committees. F1, the electric committee did not meet on Monday, August 10th, 2026 due to lack of agenda items. F2, the water, sewer, refuse, recycling, and litter committee met on August 10th, 2026. And Dr. Dave, I'll kick that to you.
Yeah, talked about possibly the unlimited pickup, if we wanted to change it up a little bit. Evidently, Jordan came up with an idea of, and shared it with some other people. I'm having a hard time talking right
No, that's
now.
all right.
Kind of threw me on
Maybe discussed later, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Looks like it's down
Yes.
on good of the city.
Thank
so
you.
Yep.
we can circle back there. Thank you, Dr. Dave. Item F3, the Municipal Properties, Land Use, and Economic Development Committee did not meet on August 10th, 2026 due to lack of agenda items. And F4, the Planning Commission did not meet on August 11th, 2026, also due to lack of agenda items. That will bring us to item H, introduction of new ordinances and resolutions. There are none this evening. Item I is second reading of ordinances and resolutions. I1 is resolution number 025-26, a resolution authorizing and directing the finance director of the city of Napoleon to certify and file annual special assessments of the city of Napoleon, Ohio, with the county auditor of Henry County for placement and collection on the 2026 tax duplicates payable in the year 2027 and declaring an emergency. Do we have a motion?
Motion?
Second?
Thank you. Kevin?
Thank you, Council President. This is the second of 3 reads. There's no changes from the first read, but this just allows us to go ahead and assess those. There are 2 parcels that we are going to assess, and this comes after attempt to have them pay the invoices that we would send them for doing the upkeep of their property. Typically, it's mowing or some brush cleaning. We just ask that this passes and move to 3rd read.
Thank you, Kevin. Any comments or questions from council? All right, I'm hearing none. Tammy, if you're ready, please call the roll.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Meredith,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Rob.
Yes. All right, so that will move on to 3rd read, and so will we. Item J is 3rd reading of ordinances and resolutions. There are none this evening. That brings us to item K, good of the city. K1 is discussion or action. Approve recommendation regarding unlimited pickup from the Water, Sewer, Refuse, Recycling, and Litter Committee with BOPA approval. Lori?
Thank you, Council President. So after our discussion at the joint Water, Sewer, Refuse, and Recycling and BOPA meeting, it was recommended that council would approve the citywide cleanup plan that has been internally discussed and worked on for many months now, and with all of you. As Dr. Dave mentioned, that Councilman McBride made a recommendation at one point that we ended up discussing in this committee meeting. This would allow a $1.25 per month decrease to refuse bills. And then the ability for citizens to call and schedule their pickup. The cost of the pickup is $15, the amount of decrease is $15, so, that's how the pricing of it would work. Then this change would take place beginning January 1st. Fall pickup would take place as usual. And I guess if there are any other questions or you need more clarification to the process, Chad is here to assist.
Thank you, Lori. Anything from council on this topic?
Kevin, what does this look like? I know before we were just talking about when we give refunds, or does this make it more complicated? What is your thought on this?
It won't make it complicated on us once this passes. I would assume by ordinance, there would be a time that probably in the ordinance that would spell out of the reduction of the monthly. So if it passes the bills of January 1st, we would take that reduction down. And so being that it's a flat $1.25, because either you pay it or you don't, it's a non-issue on our part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Chad, you've had some time with the operations guys, and they've had time to mull it over. Anything else come up that they're concerned about? I know vacation was an issue, and they were excited about that. I know it relieves some of the stress of your guys' crews, because you were not losing 2 weeks a year anymore. Has anything come up, or is there any concerns that weren't apparent before?
Internally, we've only seen positives.
Okay.
With full disclosure, I've been contacted by a few residents. One resident is concerned that we could see more issues with trash around residents' homes. However, another resident expressed they like the ability for 2 reasons. One, that it will be a service that's only utilized by those who pay for it. And the other issue was that they would be more apt to just schedule it rather than storing things in their garage for 3 to 6 months. So we've heard both ways. We do believe there will be a large cost savings. Obviously, we're aware that there are items brought into town from outside of town. We're aware that much of the scrap is taken by those that don't work for the city. And we believe we'll see less items that need to be picked up. as Councilman mentioned, it will free up our crews for a couple weeks during the year. Right now, when we have unlimited pickup, we usually spend a couple weeks trying to catch up after the fact. So, yes, internally, it's all positives for staff. And we've had mixed reviews from the public, but I do believe there'll be a learning curve. But I like the idea of residents saving a little bit of money, and then they can choose whether or not to utilize the service.
Thank you, Chad.
Yeah.
Great question, Jordan. Anything else from council?
So the policy is gonna be really what we have existing right now? No, with the exception of the pay?
Everything that we're proposing, the special pickups, those are already in place. Those are already, set at $15, and that's what it would be. $15 every time we gotta pull the lever on the back of the truck. We like to say that's 1 yard. Honestly, the back of the truck's a little bit bigger than that. It's probably between 1 and 2 yards. Yes, we can throw a couch in the back of the truck. So all those services are in place. What would go away would be the week where people put a mountain of stuff out and we come to you. Now, it would need to be scheduled, so if somebody wanted a special pickup, they would call out to the operations department and they would schedule it. We would do that pickup on their normal trash day. So if your normal trash day, if you're on the south side, it's a Tuesday, we're going to do it the next Tuesday we have. And if you live in another part of town, it'll be on your trash day, but all those rules are already in place for the special pickups. And then as mentioned, if you save $1.25 12 times a year, that comes to $15, and that's the price of one of those special pickups.
Okay.
What's the plan on communicating this out to citizens? Social media?
Jen's been doing a great job following. Yeah, we'll have social media, we'll have, letters that can be put in utility bills. Yes.
Okay.
Obviously, we have the fall to contend with that too, I'm sure. We'll be hearing from people.
So we'll do fall pickup as normal,
Yes.
what we're used to?
Right.
Okay.
If I could just add, Council President, that we do have a few options on that. There are messages that we can put on the bills that are down at the bottom. Some people read those, some people don't. We can, if we want to pay for it, it's not that expensive to do an insert into the bills. So that's going to reach majority of the people. And then with social media, I think we could at least reach those that are paying for it. Because majority of our people, while they still get emailed bills, most of them, a large portion of them still receives a paper bills.
Thank you, Bob.
I guess, Chad, my only concern might be some confusion people might have, back to your point of what is a cubic yard? And it's after you pull the lever and you've compacted. Cubic yard for people is 3 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet. That, if I look at a couch and my 5 mattresses I wanna put out, which I can, but that may be something we need to think about. How do people understand that you just put out 5 cubic yards, so you owe us $75?
And that's a good point, and one thing we can do with the media push is give examples of what that might be. Like I said, I personally have helped throw a couch in the back, and one pull of that lever and the couch is gone. We can get 2 to 3 mattresses in the back, and we can, as we try to promote what's coming, we can give examples of that type of thing. I do believe, and we get a lot of calls every year on when is fall cleanup, when is spring cleanup, and I think what we can do is work with the staff that primarily take those calls, and even this fall, get that message out there to those individuals. Yes, we're going to do the fall as normal, but please be aware that starting January, we're going to follow this other system, and maybe even push them to a post online or the articles in the paper or maybe a link on the website. But as we get those phone calls, we can start pushing that even this fall. Obviously, we expect when word of that gets out, fall may be a large cleanup, but everyone will have ample notice. It's August, and the unlimited cleanup will be mid-October, and the new process won't go into effect till January. So I think we're getting ahead of it fairly well.
Good questions, good discussion. Thank you, Kevin, Chad, and Lori. Appreciate that. So we're just looking for a motion to approve tonight, or do we need to draft?
I just need a simple motion to approve.
Okay. Even with the rate change, we're good there?
Am I right?
I would feel, if you're changing the ordinance, I'd rather have an ordinance for it, because you're changing the actual dollar value.
Draft legislation? Okay. Is there a motion to direct the law director to draft the appropriate legislation?
Motion.
Second.
All right. Tammy, please call the roll.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Meredith,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. All right, thank you, everybody. We will move to item K2, discussion or action regarding privately owned docks. Lori?
Thank you, Council President. Earlier tonight, the Parks Committee met jointly with the Parks Board. They did not have a quorum for the board, so the committee was official, let's just put it that way. But we did have enough discussion in there to discuss the need for some changes to the city's rule and some updates to our permitting process for privately owned boat docks that are stored in the off-season at the boat launch. It went well, and I have it up here, if you give me a second to show you the changes. So these do not require council action, but they are, there's no change to the cost of the permit. Oops. It'll still be $50. We just have some, we'll be removing the zones where the docks can now be parked. And then we'll be adding some ability to enforce the deadlines for, first of all, getting your permit, and then also removing your dock in the spring. So June 15th is already the final date, and this would just give us the ability to contact people that are having a hard time getting their dock out on by the 15th. If some special consideration needs to be had, there's provision for that in the permit. Really, nothing is changing. It is everything that we've already been doing. It's just giving us a little more ability to try to enforce it. The need is there. We've talked about it for years, actually. We have removed docks before. This time around, I'm hoping, starting with this meeting tonight and the previous meeting, we'll get the message out sooner rather than later, and when they start coming out, people will just know that they need to get that registration done. Tony's working on some ideas to make it easier so people can purchase their permits online, so maybe remove that as an obstacle. That's the plan.
All right, thank you, Lori.
These are the new rules.
Tony, anything to add from your perspective?
Just that, what I guess prompted this is, oftentimes, we get into the month of June, and while there may be some adverse river conditions that folks, maybe they thought they were gonna get their dock put in May, didn't, and then things come up, and so as July 4th approaches, we still have docks that are there. If they're registered, it's a phone call, it's an email, hey, what's your plan? But problem that we've run into, is that, docks show up on the parking lot and are not registered. Because these docks don't have to be licensed, we just don't know who they are. So we're trying to, help with that problem. You know, Lori, is wanting to put a little bit more teeth into the, policy and, you know, some, penalties if you don't. We're just wanting the policy to be adhered to, and, we'll do a better job, trying to get the message out, of course. And add some more signage, and then, again, like Lewis said, if I can get, some type of a system in place that folks can, register for their permit online and pay online, that hopefully will help as well.
Thank you, Tony. Anything from the committee?
I think this evening we had good discussion, kind of to the point, it's already been there, but it's more of just getting enforced and following through with it. I think that's the biggest thing, that baby steps, but I think once we get the word out, we. Do you have anything else to add?
Perfect. Any action from council necessary?
No. Right. No change to the cost, so.
Okay. All right. We're good to move to item K3? Perfect. Well, thank you, Tony. Thank you, Lori. Thank you to the Parks and Rec Committee there. We will move to item K3, discussion or action, approval of a donation from the Napoleon Church of the Nazarene. Tony, you want that one?
Yes, this year, as they've done, in the last several years, the Napoleon Church of the Nazarene, they hold a 5K, and the proceeds of that, event, they generously donate to the Parks and Recreation Department. So we had the good fortune again this year of receiving a check from them for $10,000. So obviously we're very appreciative of that. They would like for us to look into using money that they donated both last year and this year into updating or even building new playground facilities. So it's something that we'll talk about at the board level and see which part we may consider and use that donation money wisely.
Perfect. Thank you, Tony. And thank you to the Church of the Nazarene. I know that that's something that they promote heavily, and they're always proud of their participation and their contribution to the community. So thank them for their generous donation there. Do we have a motion to accept the donation?
Motion?
Second.
All right. Tammy, please call the roll.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Meredith,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. All right, that has been accepted. Thank you guys again. We'll go around the table. Lori, I'm gonna start with you tonight.
All right. Just like to say thank you to the Henry County Fair Parade organizers. I know that the job was a little bit more difficult this year due to the North Perry Street construction. But thank you to our staff for working together with the organizers to get a plan in place. It seems that the parade went off, so I think in the end, we're all good, and next year it will be back to business as usual, so just thank them for that. And I also want to just let you know that Kevin and I will be out for AMP board meeting this week, so that's all I have.
Thank you, Lori. Mr. Busick.
I think I have Dr. Day's voice. I'll pass. Thank
All
you.
right. Meredith.
Got nothing.
Tom. Dr. Nick.
Nothing for me.
Mr. Mayor.
Yep, a couple things. The City of Napoleon citywide master plan update is underway. This is an opportunity for citizens to share ideas and help shape the future of our city. Surveys will be available soon, and we encourage everyone to take part. Also, I would like to appoint Justin Thiel to the Planning Commission.
Do we have a motion to make that appointment?
Motion.
Thank you, Brittany. Is there a second?
Second?
Thank you. Tammy, please call the roll for the appointment.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Meredith,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross.
Yes.
And Tammy, I will send you Justin's contact information.
Thank you.
And I guess I'll just reiterate what Lori said about the all the departments that have a increased workload during the fair, the police, fire, ops, any other departments, and especially during the parade. I know that's a lot of extra work and doesn't go unnoticed. So, thanks. That's it.
Brittany?
I just want to say thank you to the staff, that when we were out of electricity, they seemed to get it on pretty promptly. So that was good. My children didn't understand Wi-Fi didn't work when we didn't have electricity, so that was good that we had that learning lesson, but it came on quickly. That's all I have.
Jordan?
Yeah, and echo everything about all the staff involved, but also a special shout out to our police force, Henry County Sheriffs and auxiliary officers. The interactions they were having with family was just cool to see. I think my daughter got a sticker while on the parade, like sitting and watching, and got a sticker. And just the positive interactions that all those officers had was really cool to watch. So special shout out to them and thank you guys.
Victor?
Nothing at this time.
Kevin?
Nothing for me, thank you.
All right. All my thunder was stolen, so. I do have a request. It's been a while since the technology committee met. If it's all right with the chair, if we could just schedule a IT committee meeting, just maybe updates on what they're working on and things like that. I think that would be helpful. Other than that, I have nothing.
I have a question for Lori.
Sure.
Lori, did you change your mind about executive session? Just want to make sure you didn't forget.
I did not.
Because I know everybody loves to go into executive session.
I think we have a newbie, so. So we were trying to like discuss it too, so I'll go ahead and let you say it.
We go for pending or imminent litigation.
Oh, I'm sorry. You just said you need to say it.
Can you say it again?
Okay.
We do want to go into executive
Yes,
session?
please.
Okay.
Pending litigation.
If we could have a motion to go into executive session for pending litigation, please.
Motion?
Second.
All right. Tammy, please call the roll.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Meredith,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. All right, we shall return. All right, we are all back. Tammy, are you good?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, can we have a motion to come out of executive session for pending litigation, please?
Motion?
Second. Thank you. Tammy, please call the roll.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Meredith,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. All right, no action taken there. We will move to item M, approve payment of bills and financial reports. In the absence of any objections or corrections, the payment of bills shall stand approved. Hearing none, it will stand approved. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion?
Second?
Thank you. Tammy, please call the roll.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Meredith,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. All right, everybody, we are adjourned. Thank you so much.
Thank you.